HUMA.
Happy New Year!
Go.
Welcome to the HUMA show.
HUMA!
For those of you who don't know us, I'm Rob,
And I'm Marni.
and we're going to be taking you on a musical food journey. We're going to start with Harford County, and who knows where we'll end up.
Far, far away.
So, if you don't know me, at the end of HUMA I ran the whole show. I was the general manager there. I was there the whole time. In some capacity, helped build the place, helped come up with the whole culture and everything. So the last 5 years, I ran Humagalas and, was kind of the life of it, if you will. I mean, a lot of people will agree with me on that one.
Yeah, you made it a family.
Thank you.
Definitely.
Marnie came on, what was it, probably 2 or 3 years?
2
2 years?
2 years, yeah.
2 years before we closed. Great addition to the team. Fell right in there and fit in perfectly. And she was my kitchen manager probably the last year, a little bit more. So without any further ado, I'm gonna let Marnie introduce herself and talk a little bit about herself.
So I'm Marni, and before I moved to Harford County, I grew up in Baltimore County and moved to Carroll County. Always had a passion for food, and I was a personal chef for a couple years, and then we decided to move, and so I had to go back to working in finance. But then, as through my travels and journeys of life, I separated from my first husband, and I started dating again, and I was getting out there, and I discovered a love of live music like I've never felt before. It was very inspirational and very much a release for me. And I just love it so much. And I just want to bring the joy that I get out of cooking and food and live music. Oh, see, so it's a long story, but to try to keep it short. So 2 years ago, so I met Brian, my fiance. We're getting married in May. Yay! I realized I needed some. I realized while I was dating, I was like, I need somebody in a band. And I was lucky enough to find somebody. And then we decided to move in together. So I moved out to Hartford County and I left teaching and I found Humagalas and it like changed my life. So everything has a reason, everything happens for a reason, and I just moved forward ever since. And it was quite devastating when Humagalas closed, I think for a lot of us. And trying to find ourselves and figure out where we're going to go, what path we're going to take. And I just, I've been toying with the idea of podcast or a blog or something for a long time because I still want to stay with food and music and do something. And I brought the idea of the podcast to Rob and we're running with it.
You're the reason we're here right now. I wouldn't have thought
So it's exciting. Yes. So, and we have a very creative vibe and we want to bring real food and real music and real people to you all.
Yeah,
So,
we're gonna stick with the Humagala's, mantra of community, music. Anybody who's been there knows, with rock music is my biggest thing, but all music basically. Um, Good food, and we're not just gonna stick to what Humagalas did, but you know, you're gonna see every local restaurant we can get to. And local musicians. So we have big things planned coming. If you guys have any ideas, let us know. Shoot us an email. It's Huma Beats and Eats at gmail.com. Let us know any ideas you have, any recipes you want to see, any restaurants you want us to visit. Just let
And
us know.
any food hacks that you've always wanted to try but never felt like you could try, let us know. We might record us making fools of ourselves doing
We
them.
have fun
But
making fools of
yes,
ourselves. So.
we do. Yes, we do. I wore that big taco hat that one day. I remember. It was funny. So yeah, but we definitely want to thank you, groggy ass people, for tuning in because it is the day after New Year's.
Let's hear about everybody's worst hangover story. How about that?
Yes, yes, that's good. That's good.
So
So
comment below, you know, hangovers. What's your worst
hangovers.
hangover?
That would be Steph, his beautiful wife, Rob's beautiful wife.
She's hiding
She's
off
hiding.
camera.
What was my worst hangover?
Can she?
I had an awful lot of lemon drops in my early 20s.
Again, come on,
No.
You don't have to be on camera. She had an
She
awful
said it.
lot of lemon drops in her 20s.
I'll have to set up the wireless. We can sit it over there.
She's like, I
And
don't
you
want to
can
be
talk
on
off
there.
camera.
Yes, yes. All right. Well, Rob, share your first that funny drinking story. That was funny.
So I was telling Marnie about my 21st birthday. Um, out all day. Shout out to Coco's Pub. Spent, God, probably 4 or 5 hours there. Nonstop shots, nonstop beers. I shouldn't have walked out of that place. I'm surprised I actually did. Blacked out on the way home. We stopped at a liquor store. I still don't remember that. And I guess we kept partying. I wake up the next morning, come down. A couple of my friends are cleaning red spots off the carpet. I'm like, what the hell happened here last night? Oh, what did I miss? Like, I'm not bleeding. They're like, no, no, you don't remember anything? I'm like, no, no, don't. They're like, you were pouring shots of cinnamon schnapps for people and throwing it to them. Like, you're gonna catch that.
Boing.
Nope. So yeah, that's probably my worst drunk story. How about you?
My worst drunk story is probably, I guess, probably the first time because it was the first time I got drunk and high at the same time. And it was my like first weekend at college, away from home, and I had 5 shots of vodka before we left the dorm room. So, and I didn't feel anything, so I was fine. And then we get to they had the wet towers and the dry towers. So we went to the wet towers where they could have alcohol. So we go all the way up the elevator. And I guess I'm feeling funny or whatever, but I mean, I wasn't really feeling anything yet. And then I did some kamikaze shots. Needless to say, I don't really do vodka shots anymore.
I just want to fuck.
So then I was literally falling over. Like so then my friend was with me and she was like, Marnie, Marnie, come here. They have pot downstairs. Let's go. And I'm like,
Now, had you ever smoked?
no, I'd never smoked pot before. It's my first time. So we're getting we got on the elevator and I am like a literal dead weight. The guy in the elevator, this big guy, muscle bound, could not hold me up. I was falling all over the place. I somehow managed to stumble with her into the place that we were going to smoke pot. So I did. And then it was just a mess. And then we were waiting in the hallway getting ready to leave to take the school bus back to our dorms or the drop off point. We are sitting and the security is like right down the hallway they can see and I'm like literally like falling over and my friend's like, Marnie, Marnie, get up, and I'm like hee hee laughing, and then literally like I just kept falling over. She said, Marnie, Marnie, get up. So finally I get up, we get on the bus. Like starting to feel the oozy woozy come on, Yeah, exactly. And, and I get off the bus, and literally like 5 seconds off the bus, and I just start vomiting coming out my nose, my mouth. I'm like trying to wipe my hands, and I'm all on the grass, and it was disgusting. And pretty much, I was a rookie, a newbie rookie, but I don't drink vodka like that anymore. I've matured in my
Sure.
drinking.
I
I've
drink beer
matured.
now.
I drink I drink beer. Well, Brian made a beer snob out of me, so I drink craft beer and good beer. And I drink what do I drink? Wine. I still like wine. And well, I like vodka cranberry, drinky drinks. I do like a buttery nipple every now and then though. That's a good shot.
That's what she said.
Gotta keep that on. That's yes. So should tell us what your favorite shots are. Could do shots one show.
Yeah, we'll have a bartender on. Maybe get Miss Patty or
Yeah, that'd be fun.
maybe
For those who don't know, they were previous bartenders.
well, hopefully if you're watching us in the
Yes.
beginning,
So
then
you
you
know
know
the
these
HUMA shirt, sporting the HUMA shirt. It's very exciting.
gotta represent.
Yes, gotta represent. So, needless to say, I don't really get hangovers. I do now that I'm older. If I drink a little too much red wine, I might get like wake up a little dizzy. My tummy might be a little, like gotta go to the bathroom. But I don't really get the headache or anything. But there's some interesting hangover cures out there.
Yeah, there is.
Hmm
Some that I would never try.
I would never try either. I don't think I would. There's one that says prior to drinking and after, if you rub lemons under your armpits, it helps with dehydration and headache.
Hmm. I don't know if I'm trying that.
I wonder,
Maybe,
I wonder if that could help if you have bad deodorant, though. If you wear bad deodorant or just have bad
what if you have a
odor.
reaction from your deodorant? And then like, you get a burn on your armpit.
I don't know.
You gotta walk around like this.
You could have the green fumes come out of your armpits.
My and I never really got hangovers, so I can't really attest to this. But I always swore that every time I drank and we went out partying and drinking, you would hit Taco Bell on the way home.
Mm-hmm.
That was my cure. If I ate Taco Bell, I wasn't gonna feel bad the next day.
And I always thought greasy food, like, it's like so if you went to a diner and hit like 8 eggs,
Yeah.
hash browns, any greasy breakfast food seems to help a lot of people. They also say to drink milk beforehand, or if you eat fatty foods to coat your stomach, it takes alcohol longer to absorb. So you're not quite as.
What if you start with like a Cologne and cream?
I don't
Does that
know.
count?
I don't know. Maybe it's a good balance.
There you go.
Sounds like a good balance.
Yeah.
I like that.
I started with milk.
Or a buttery
There was
nipple.
alcohol in
I think
it.
a buttery nipple has cream in it.
It's got cream
Maybe
in it.
not. Maybe not. Might just be I forget.
I
I
don't
know
know.
it's the butterscotch.
There's gonna be some bartender that's
Butterscotch and
pissed off.
Kahlua.
Pissed
Yeah.
at us because
Because we don't know. I could look it up, but
Yeah, there you go.
I'll look it up.
Yeah,
Hold on. I'm gonna look it up.
this is why we have a computer.
Buttery nipple. Oh wait. Can't type. I just like saying buttery nipple. I think it's fun. Buttery nipple shot recipe.
Sound effects.
There we go. Butterscotch schnapps and Irish cream. There's your cream.
Okay, but
That's what
Irish
she
cream is
said.
liquor. So it's liquor and liquor.
So there's no balance there. That's not a balance. So, yep. So, but some in Poland they drink pickle juice. I don't know.
Electrolytes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It says they say something with the eggs. There's something with eggs because there's a prairie oyster, which sounds dirty. It's like prairie dogging, but it's a prairie oyster.
I went in the prairie and pulled a piece of shit out. And I felt better.
Oh my god!
Prairie oyster.
Yeah, it's tomato juice, raw egg, tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, 2 dashes of Tabasco, salt and pepper. So if anyone has a hangover and wants to try that recipe, Let us comment. Let
Yeah.
us know if it
Let
worked.
us know.
Let us know if any of those worked.
Yeah.
If anyone, I'm interested in the rubbing lemons under the armpit though,
Yeah. And
because you'll smell like you just cleaned something.
exactly.
Could
I
you
smell like lemon pledge.
could you imagine like your first date and they just smelled like lemons? Better than
It's better
smelling
to smell like cheesesteak.
or like manure. I have a funny story about that actually.
Oh, God.
On my first date, on my way to see Brian. So I smoke, and I was trying because on the dating app I put occasionally because I didn't want to be like I'm a full blown smoker. So I was in my car, windows were down, and I drove through, I guess there was a farm that was manuring, fertilizing, and the odor was like deadly. It was like I was like, "Oh my God, I am going to smell like manure on this date." Because I'm like, odors stick to you. And I was like flipping out. I was like, I'm going to walk in and he's going to be like, "What'd you just get off the farm?"
Ooh.
I'm like spraying myself. I'm like, oh God,
So
oh
then it's
God.
like, she took a whore bath before she came. What was
Exactly.
she doing before she came to visit me? Brian, if
That's
you're
my.
listening to this, I need a comment on that.
Oh, he'll be listening. So that's my funny story. That's why this is going to be fun because it's just lots of side stories and stuff.
Yeah, we're just gonna have fun, and
Yeah.
anything you guys want to hear, let us know.
Yeah. Anything you want, anything you're interested in, we will do our best. We're hoping to interview some musicians, local musicians, just so you can learn about them. And I mean, that's what we want to do. We want to research what you want us to talk about.
Yeah.
So I think that would be cool.
All right.
All right.
Well, I think this has been a good introduction to what we're gonna do. So look for that in the next few weeks. Episodes. We're gonna try to do probably start a little slow, maybe every couple weeks, and then hopefully we'll get to weekly.
Yeah,
You
be
guys can
fun.
have something every week to listen to.
Yeah, you can tune in, watch us cook or play music or whatever we do.
Yeah, have fun playing with this FX board.
Yeah. Happy New Year!
All right.
All right. Huma.
Huma!
Huma.
Huma.